Welcome in to the Lorain County Sports Network Game of the Week, presented by Stewart's TV and Appliance. Shop smart, shop local, shop Stewart's TV and Appliance in Elyria. We have a great matchup lined up for you tonight, and it is the opening night of Lorain County Sports Network basketball coverage. Dave Rivera joined alongside Maria Janasco. We got everybody here as we are excited for this one between the North Ridgeville Rangers taking on the Avon Lake Shoregals. What we're going to do right now is dive into the Coach's Corner presented by Great Lakes Basketball. Train with the best. Jay Valadez, a certified AAU basketball coach, can help you out. We'll talk to the head coaches from both of these teams and get their thoughts on this game, their team, and this season moving forward. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back here on the Lorain County Sports Network Game of the Week. Welcome into the Lorain County Sports Network Game of the Week, brought to you by Stewart's TV and Appliance. We're going to jump into the Coach's Corner, where we speak to both of the head coaches of tonight's matchup. We have a good one for you, as it's the Southwestern Conference Showdown between North Ridgeville and Avon Lake. Joining me now in the Coach's Corner, presented by Great Lakes Basketball, train with the best. Jay Valadez, a certified AAU basketball coach with Great Lakes Basketball. Joining me now is the head coach of the North Ridgeville Rangers, Amy Esser, giving us some time tonight. Coach, early season conference matchup. How do you feel about that?
You know, our conference games are always fun. Like, they're competitive. You never know really what to expect, but you just know they're going to be good, solid games because the kids all know each other, and we know how each other play. We've played against Avon Lake kind of all off season. Like, they're usually who we scrimmage and do open gyms against. So it's always fun to see kids that like are off the court and our friends off the court battle it out on the court.
We're going to get some answers tonight here. But let's talk about this new look Ranger team, as you guys lost a few key pieces last year. Tell us about these new Lady Rangers.
You know, they work hard. You know, there's a lot of learning for them. There's a lot of kids that have, they're inexperienced. They don't have a lot of varsity minutes. Some of them have their first varsity points in the last two games. So it's a learning curve for them. They're learning on the fly. They're getting lots of big minutes in big-time games, and they're willing to learn. They're eager to learn and get better. And so our thing is getting better every single practice, every single game, and just hopefully, having like this just kind of rise all the way throughout the season.
What have you seen from the first game to the second game to now the third game that you guys have improved with so far?
Just bits and pieces, like offensively we're starting to figure it out, and nuances of who can score in different positions and how to move the ball better, and then defensively just where we need to be at in positions and just putting bodies on people and grabbing boards. Like, we're a very athletic team, I feel like, so we're trying to use that to our advantage, and not only be able to use that defensively, but spark our offense as well.
Offensively, Raina Balderas, a junior, is she going to be the one carrying the load offensively for you, or do you think there's going to be some other players that step up?
No, Raina works hard. She trains all year, and you can't put into words what she means to our team and how much work she's put in. But the reality of our team is, like, anybody can really be the go-to player on the night, and who's hot. We have five players and then a couple off the bench that they're putting up points. So that balanced scoring, I think, is what makes this kind of like hard to figure out and hard to kind of key in on who's really going to be productive for us.
Talk about Brooke Schroeder coming back from a ACL injury last year. Tell us about her and how her recovery's been. She looks good so far.
I can't tell you enough about how hard this kid has worked to come back. We've had ACL injuries before, and where she's at right now compared to Lainey Romancic when she came back, I think Lainey really helped her and how to prepare and how to mentally prepare, and she was a big advocate for her, and Brooke took all those things and learned from them and just came back stronger and smarter, and I think it's really been beneficial for her this year. She's one of the smartest people I've ever coached as far as understanding the game. She'll stop practice and she will correct her teammates and tell them, look at this option or do this instead. And so, like, when you have a player like that, and she's only a sophomore, and basically she's another coach on the court, it's just the identity of what a true point guard really is.
What's the identity of your team going to be this year?
I can't really tell you that because we don't know it yet. I think that's something that we'll learn along the way. Right now, we're just trying to figure things out, learn the little things, and figure out, like, again, what makes us tick, what makes us push a little harder, and just be scrappy, aggressive, and give everything we have.
Let's focus on tonight. What are some keys for victory for you?
You know, we gotta defend. We gotta keep them in front of us. We can't let them win on the boards, and we gotta move the ball offensively. We gotta take good, solid shots, and not come down and just take quick shots and have one and dones. So we need to be able to use our athleticism and have multiple opportunities to score.
Who are going to be the starters for you tonight, Coach?
We have Cece Bowman in the post, along with Alyssa Eland. We also have Brooke Schroeder, Raina Valderas, and Gabby Thibodeau.
Coach, thanks for giving us some time, and good luck tonight.
I appreciate it.
All right, you heard from Amy Esser and the North Ridgeville Rangers. When we come back, we'll talk to the head coach of the Avon Lake Shoregals. Don't go anywhere. It's the Lorain County Sports Network Game of the Week here on YouTube. Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, presented by Great Lakes Basketball. Train with the best. That's Jay Valadez, a certified AAU basketball coach with the Great Lakes Basketball Training Center. Joining me now is the head coach of the Avon Lake Shoregals, Paul Apple, giving us some time. Coach, 1-0 coming into tonight's conference matchup. Tell us about that big win against Stowe Monroe Falls.
Yeah, it was a big win to start the year. First game of the year is always tough, acclimating new players, getting everything going. But the girls did a great job of competing and playing hard together. We were able to stick together and find a way to beat a really good team.
You talked about playing on a college court at Baldwin Wallace. How was that? Did it add some extra excitement for the girls?
Yeah, I mean, I think they always have fun playing in different venues at a fun event. And it was also, a big court, so it takes a lot getting up and out on the court. First game, you're never conditioned perfectly. So it was just another challenge for both of it was Stowe's first game too. So a challenge for both, but excited to get the win.
Tell us about this new look Shoregals team. You guys lost a few girls, but you got Olivia Miller coming back along with some other girls. Tell us about this team this year.
Yeah, so we basically have 4 starters returning. Bree Jones played a ton of minutes last year along with Olivia Miller, Olivia Tobin, and Izzy Palinko. So those 4 being back are big. And then we kind of consider it, we have 7 starters between Molly Milligan, Evelyn Ritt, and Alyssa Jones. All had big contributions Molly started, but the other 2 off the bench the other night. And we may start different lineups from game to game, but they're all doing a great job being ready to go. And then, Mariella DiTullio and Rachel Besaw made solid contributions to kind of round up our lineup. And we've really always focused on defense, but I think we're an improving offensive team, and I think we can do a lot of scoring this year too.
How do you feel offensively rebounding and defensive rebounding, losing Claire last year?
Yeah.
Is that going to be a big hole to fill?
Yeah, Claire's a big loss, and we felt it game 1 because Stowe had maybe one of the best post players in the area. So Claire and even Maya Osterman was a big part of everything we did inside last year. So Molly Milligan's ready for the new role. We're also getting looks at Bree Jones being at the 5, so it's an adjustment. Maybe you have to give a little more help to the post at times than we did, but we also are a little more versatile offensively. So like anything, players come and go, but you got to build your system around who you have, and we're really excited about these ones.
What are some keys to victory tonight against North Ridgeville?
Yeah, I mean, North Ridgeville, I know they're 0-2, but they're a talent group. They got a lot of kids who played a lot of varsity time, and they're figuring out new roles, but you never know when they're going to figure out things right. So we really have to do a great job defensively, and then use it to get our running game going, really get out in transition, try to beat them up the court before they're able to set up in any of the multiple defenses they'll probably be playing tonight.
Izzy Palinko, point guard for you guys. Offense runs through her. Who are some of the other girls that are going to step up offensively?
Yeah, I mean, Izzy does a great job athletically, pushing the ball, getting to the rim. And Olivia Tobin really keys our fast break with her ability to get the ball up the court. And, Bree Jones and Olivia Miller do a great job running the wings. And then, Molly Milligan has just beaten big kids down the court. And so those are the 5 we're going to start tonight. And we expect contributions from them and then everybody that checks into the game. We've always been a balanced scoring attack. It's not going to be about one person. We know some things they do. We're going to try to attack, but we'll just see where it goes from there.
Talk about the coaching battle. You and Coach Esser, good friends. I've seen you guys talking before the game. How does that go into the chess match in between the lines?
Yeah. So Coach Esser always does a good job. She's got me 3 in a row. So it's definitely been on my mind trying to find a way to get her back. She's really creative, things she does defensively, and so it's fun to coach against people. There's a common respect and knowledge and trust in her. That we're both people that I feel like do things the right way around the coaching world, and she's a good friend. We scrimmage each other all the time. There's not really any players on either team that we don't know. So some of that makes it's almost funny. You've seen every girl on their team do a bunch of things well and a bunch of things not well, so you can almost overthink it versus somebody that you learned their names 2 days ago. But it's always fun. It's always respect playing against her.
Coach, good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you again in the postgame.
Awesome. All right. Thank you for having me, Coach.
Head coach of the Avon Lake Shoregals, Paul Apple, giving us some time before we get you set for the Lorain County Sports Network Game of the Week here on YouTube. It's brought to you by Stewart's TV and Appliance. Shop smart, shop simple, shop Stewart's TV and Appliance. We'll be right back. When we come, it's time for tip-off between North Ridgeville and Avon Lake right here on YouTube. Welcome back to the Lorain County Sports Network Game of the Week. You just got done hearing from both of the coaches in the coaches' corner. And now it's time to get you set for the action here. We're about 2.5 minutes away from tip-off. Dave Rivera joined alongside Maria Janasco. We've got a good conference game scheduled here tonight, Maria. What are your early thoughts on both of these teams coming into tonight's matchup?
I think you said it best yourself. It's going to be a great matchup. I think they are pretty even teams going back at it. I mean, compared to last year, they always played it pretty even, so I think it will be a well-fought battle.
Let's talk about North Ridgeville first. They lose a key piece, Miss Basketball, Grace Kingery, who is at Ball State right now playing. Who are they going to lean on early on, who do you think, to get the offense going?
They might have to share the love a little bit. I mean, it's going to be tough going from having someone like Grace that's a key starter in the game, but I think Reina Balderas definitely will stick out and try to be some sort of a playmaker, because they've shown in the past that they do best with, they have someone in the lead, kind of taking control a little bit. So I think she's definitely a good contender for, the
Another
next
person
leader.
to keep an eye on, Maria, is number 1, Brooke Schroeder. She is a sophomore point guard. She played varsity last year and tore her ACL early in the season. She's coming back now. She's starting. Coach said she's looking good. It's going to be interesting to see how she plays early on.
Right, definitely. I feel like it could be in her to maybe play a little timid just because of the injury, but I hope she just comes out hard and really takes that leadership role.
North Ridgeville is 0-2 right now. Their last game they played was against Nordonia, losing 64-52. They come in averaging 45 points per game and giving up 57. So defensively is where they're going to have to start to step it up if Coach Amy Esser's team is going to want to be successful. On the other side, for the Avon Lake Shoregals, well, they are 1-0. They had a big victory just a couple days ago, winning 32-30, Maria.
Yeah.
They beat Monroe Falls, which is out in Stowe Monroe Falls, as the Bulldogs, a bigger team, Division I team, and North Ridgeville was able to go there on the road and win. We're going to get ready for our national anthem. It is brought to you by MAC AAU Basketball, Northeast Ohio's leader in player development. Our national anthem brought to you by MAC AAU Basketball, Northeast Ohio's leader in player development. As you just heard, the Avon Lake band here on the same side as us. It is a nice crowd here for an early season game. As snow is moving into the forecast for Northeast Ohio, I think a lot of people are going to be watching it tonight here on YouTube. We thank you, our guests watching at home. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe all season long. We are live and free thanks to our generous sponsors here around Lorain County who want to spotlight these student athletes. Talking more about Avon Lake, they just beat Stoneman Row Falls 32-30 in the Cleveland Basketball Classic, which was held at Baldwin Wallace. And they had girls step up, as leading the way was Olivia Miller, who is a junior, and also Bree Jones, who is a senior. Both of those girls came in and scored 7 points last game. But as Coach Apple told you in the coach's corner, they bring back 4 starters from last year's team, Maria. They clearly are the more experienced team here tonight. We'll see if that has an advantage.
Yeah, I think they already got some chemistry going, so we'll see some sparks early on.
So they are announcing the North Ridgeville Rangers, and we will announce them as well, as your starting lineups are brought to you by Smitty's Place in Elyria. Ooh, a Smitty's burger sounds real good right about now. Head on over to Smitty's Place, where friends go to meet. First for the visiting North Ridgeville Rangers at guard, number 1, Brooke Schroeder. She is a sophomore guard, averaging 7.5 points per game, 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Number 3, Gabby Thibodeau is 5'9" senior guard, averaging 9 points per game, 3 rebounds and 1 assist. The other forward is number 12, Alyssa Eland, who is coming in averaging 2 points per game and 4 rebounds. Number 13, Raina Balderas, is a 5'3" junior guard, averaging 6 points per game to go along with 1 rebound and 2 assists. And rounding out the starting lineups for the Rangers is number 30, Cece Bowman, 5'10" senior forward, averaging 9 points per game, 8 rebounds and 1 assist. For the Avon Lake Shoregals, who are home, their home opener today. Let's take a look at their starting lineup. First, number 0, Olivia Tobin. She's a 5'6" senior guard, scoring 5 points per game. Number 5, Izzy Palinko is a 5'5" senior point guard, scoring 4 points per game. Number 21, Olivia Miller, is a 5'10" junior, averaging 7 points per game. Number 33, Bree Jones, a 5'11" senior guard, averages 7 points per game. And rounding out the starting lineup is number 50, Molly Milligan, a 5'11" sophomore forward who Coach Paul Apple raved about early on. Maria, some height advantage for the Shoregals. What do you think about that?
I think it's always an advantage, obviously, so we'll see how well North Ridgeville defends it.
So we're almost set for action. Our keys to the game brought to you by Buckeye Community Bank. Today and tomorrow, your partner for growth. We'll see if the height advantage for the Shoregals and the experience adds up. And we'll see for the Rangers if they're able to get some of these newer girls going and get everybody ready. Your injury report brought to you by Lorain County Public Health, serving and supporting a healthy community. Happy to report nobody is hurt. Your opening tip is won by North Ridgeville, and it's going to be controlled by Brooke Schroeder at the top of the key. She's working against Palinko. Handoff to Raina Balderas. The floater in the lane is good, and there we go, 2-0, favor of the Rangers. So nice movement there from the Rangers offensively. As you've seen, they want to get the ball into Raina Balderas' hands, and now it's the Shoregirls' turn as Olivia Tobin has the ball, now passes in the corner to Miller. Miller finds Bree Jones on the elbow and kick out to Tobin. Nice dish down low, and that's Molly Milligan getting her first 2 points of the game. I got a feeling, Maria, it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Oh, yeah.
Brooke Schroeder controls it. She picks up her dribble and now hands it back off to Raina Balderas. Now Gabby Thibodeau has it, gives it back to Balderas working. Nice ball movement here from the Rangers. That's Thibodeau. And Palinko gets a hand on it, and Miller steals the ball. Here comes the Shoregals. Miller going to take it herself, and layup is no good. Rebound controlled by Cece Bowman. Here comes Raina Balderas working against Olivia Tobin. Tobin, a senior this year. She's in the talk for Lorain County's Miss Basketball, as she is one of the 5 girls being mentioned here this season.
That she is.
Brooke Schroeder having some trouble, and Izzy Palinko is going to pick her pocket. Up ahead, Miller to Mulligan, and the shot is missed. Tobin gets the rebound and sticks it back in. That's Olivia's first basket of the night.
Great offensive rebounding on their part, too.
And you're seeing the girls real active early on, scrappy, fighting for those
After
rebounds.
every ball, yeah.
Schroeder controls it for North Ridgeville. Now it's Balderas. Balderas being guarded at the top of the key by Tobin. Calling for a screen from Cece Bowman. Thought about the jumper and gives it back up. Raina has it. 3-pointer top of the key. Strong off the iron, and long outlet rebound is Tobin up to Izzy Palinko. And now Miller for 3 in the corner. It's good. Our first 3-point basket of the night comes from Olivia Miller.
That's her spot.
7-2 now in favor of the Shoregals. Thibodeau has the ball for North Ridgeville. Now back to Balderas. Called for the screen, not going to use it. And it's going to go off Balderas' leg out of bounds to the Shoregals. Early substitution for North Ridgeville. As checking in is number 2, Yamila Scott. She's a junior forward entering the ball game for North Ridgeville, and having a seat is going to be Alyssa Eland. Izzy Palinko controls the ball. Now in the corner to Miller. Miller finds Bree Jones. Elbow from the top is good. Shoregals shooting some high percentage shots, Maria, and they're converting early.
We'll take those little 15-footers, of course.
That's right. 9-2 is your score. Brooke Schroeder has the ball, guarded by Palinko. Brooke coming back from an ACL injury last year. She played as a freshman on the varsity squad, had her season cut short early, and good to see her back on the court as her shot is up no good. Here goes the outlet to Bree Jones underneath. Now the kick out to Izzy Palinko from the 3-point line is short off the front iron. Nice hustle play there for Olivia Miller as she is able to grab that and save the possession. 9-2 is your score. Shoregals have the ball. Palinko with it in the corner. Now pass to Miller. Back to Palinko being guarded by Lauren Bohannon checking into the ball game. And now we have a tie-up as Yamila Scott gets in there with Alyssa Jones. It'll stay here with Avon Lake.
Avon Lake definitely trying to get it inside, but North Ridgeville's defense is making that tough.
Here goes the Shoregals. Down low, Bree Jones. Shot no good, battle back and forth. Here comes Raina Balderas. Let's go Rangers. They got numbers up ahead. That's Lauren Bohannon. Tries to find Cece Bowman. Pass is Aaron, stolen by Bree Jones. Here come the Shoregals. And that is Alyssa Jones. Kicks it in the corner. Miller for 3. No good. Made one earlier today. Bree Jones gets it to her sister Alyssa Jones. And now Palinko drives and nice convert. 11-2 right now, and they're on an 11-0 run, Maria.
Wow.
As North Ridgeville scored the opening basket and hasn't gotten anything since. Brooke Schroeder being tied up by Palinko and now kicks it back to Lauren Bohannon. At the top of the key now is Yamila Scott, and her ball is stolen, and Coach Paul Apple is going to take a timeout to save the possession. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take the timeout as well. Don't go anywhere. It's the Lorain County Sports Network. We are back after the possession from the timeout called by Avon Lake. What do you think Coach Paul Apple was talking about?
I think he's just telling them, keep the energy high. They got a good thing going. They're taking their time. They're getting good looks. So I think just to keep their composure and don't let North Ridgeville's defense speed them up.
And here comes Palinko. Finds Jones down low. And she converts. That's Alyssa Jones coming in off of the bench and getting her first 2 points for the Shoregals. And just like that, it's still 13-2. Rangers need to get something now. Shot is up, no good. Yamila Scott gets her own rebound, and now she's tied up. It's going to stay here with the Lady Rangers. And defensively, the Shoregals, we have to give them credit because they're not making it easy for North Ridgeville right now.
No, not at all.
And here goes the Shoregals. Izzy Palinko controls the ball. Shot from Bree Jones is no good. It's an air ball. It's going to go out of bounds, and possession will go to the Rangers. Cece Bowman is your inbounder, and she gets it to Brooke Schroeder. She takes the screen from Lauren Bohannon, and now gets it to Scott. Stolen, Izzy Palinko. She's done a lot of that so far here in this first quarter. And she draws the foul. It's going to go on Lauren Bohannon. It's our first foul of the game.
That's what I was just going to say. First foul. See if she can connect with these free throws.
Yeah, so Lauren Bohannon picks up the foul. It's her first. It's the team's first of the quarter. It's going to send Izzy Palinko to our free throw line. And she converts. Our free throw line is sponsored by Chris Rewalk from Rewalk Law. You can give him a call for a free consultation.
Valderas back in for the Rangers.
Yeah, so Reyna checks in. Brooke Schroeder is going to take a seat, and Palinko is going to miss everything. So 14-2 is your score with 2 minutes left here in this first quarter, 2:06 and counting to be exact. And we have a traveling violation called on Lauren Bohannon. The sophomore guard took a step before she put the ball down.
Whoops.
Happens, all right?
It happens. Sometimes you're trying to move faster than your feet will take you.
Olivia Tobin controls the ball for the Shoregals. And now she's going to pass it. That is Rachel Basal. Back to Tobin, back to Basal. Now in the corners, Miller being guarded by Cece Bowman. Get it to the high post, kick it to the corners, Miller. You can see what the Shoregals offense wants to do. As Miller gets it baseline now and drives, kicking out. And that's Mariella Tulio, number 24, just checking into the ball game. Got a three-pointer. It's missed badly and controlled by Cece Bowman of North Ridgeville. Up ahead is Gabby Thibodeau. And that's a three-pointer for the Rangers, and they end this long 14-0 run by the Shoregals. Short-lived, though, as Molly Milligan converts on the easy layup, makes it 16-5 with a minute to go here in the first quarter. Balderas to Scott, working baseline. Picks up her dribble, she's got to do something with it, and it's stolen. Olivia Miller has it. Fast break opportunity for the Shoregals. Thank you very much. She made that look easy. Miller's got 5 on the night. We're under a minute to go. It's 18-5 in this fast-flowing first quarter of action here on YouTube. Balderas, handoff to Thibodeau, and we have a foul on the screen as Mariella DeTulio ran through the screen instead of going up or under it, Maria.
Sometimes that's what you have to do.
Yeah, you set a message early on, just go through the screen.
Sometimes you don't even see it and you're just moving with it, and then next thing you know, running people over.
first personal, first team foul. Both teams now with just one foul in this quarter as we're under 20 seconds to go. Reina Baldera, step back three is good. Reina now has 5 points on the night. 10-point deficit, 18-8 in favor of the Shoregals. Miller, top of the key three. It's long and controlled by the Rangers. 4 seconds, 3 seconds to go as Bohannon wildly takes the last shot of the first quarter, and it does not go in. After one, it's 18-8 in favor of Avon Lake. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on YouTube. Fast quarter of action here at Avon Lake High School as the Shoregals lead 18-8. Maria, what was your thoughts of that first quarter?
I think it's very fast-moving pace. I think Avon Lake had a very attacking mentality. You know, they really looked to drive and looked to get to the hoop and even had some outside shots fall. So I think if they can continue to do that, they'll keep this lead, and North Ridgeville's going to keep doing everything they can do to stop them.
So 18-8 here in the second quarter in favor of the Shoregals. Olivia Tobin controls it. High post entry is to Miller, and the kick out on the wing now is Izzy Palinko controlling the ball. Izzy, corner to Alyssa Jones. It's no good. Rebound controlled by Thibodeau of the Rangers. Reina Balderas takes the screen from Cece. And nice action there by the Rangers as ball movement was good, and then we have a jump ball call. It's going to stay here as Alyssa Eland was tied up underneath. So unselfish play there from the Lady Rangers, getting everybody involved early on.
Mm-hmm. That's what makes good basketball.
And now Thibodeau will be your inbounder for the Rangers. Gets it into Cece Bowman. And Cece picks up her dribble and looking to get some help. Gives it to Brooke Schroeder. And Schroeder back to Bowman's going to drive off that left-hand side. And the big shows you she could put it down and get to the rack, Maria.
Hell yeah.
As that is Cece Bowman getting her first 2 points of the night.
Is she left-handed? I don't think so.
No. Shot
They're
from
left-hand too.
Bree Jones is no good. Excuse me, Alyssa Jones is off the mark and controlled by the Rangers. Comes Brooke Schroeder working against Izzy Palinko. Behind the back action, a little spin move in the lane, and one. Count it for Baller Brooke.
We will take it.
As the foul is going to go on Izzy Palinko, who picks up her first. It's the team's first of this second quarter. Got to give Brooke her points, and then she converts on the three-point play as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cuts it in now, 18-13 into this deficit.
They're starting to get their groove.
Yeah, they started slow early on in that first quarter, but now getting themselves back into this game.
Yep.
Conference games, they're going to be slugfest.
Yeah.
You know, Avon Lake threw that first punch early, and now North
they said
Ridgeville,
our floor.
Yep.
We're taking care of business.
And speaking of our floor, Maria, this game was moved about 3 or 4 times. It was originally scheduled to be at North Ridgeville on our schedule, and we apologize if anybody went there thinking that's where the game was.
Yeah, deeply apologize.
But they moved it last minute to Avon Lake, and they let us know, and we're happy to be here as Izzy Palinko's three-pointer is no good, controlled by Cece Bowman. And here comes Brooke Schroeder. 5-point lead now for the Shoregals. Ball on the wing. Tobin guarding the Ranger there, and now Brooke Schroeder has it. And Brooke is going to be working against Izzy Palinko, takes the screen.
Ooh.
Good ball movement here from the Rangers, getting everybody involved as Bowman now has it, working at the top of the key.
Kind of saw the same thing, just on the other side of the ball.
Three-point attempt is no good as the shot misses, and long pass up ahead is to Bree Jones, and it's off her fingertips, out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Rangers. And I do not have number 14's name for North Ridgeville. I apologize.
Oh.
Somehow we did not have her on our roster, so I'll have to find out at halftime who exactly number 14 is.
The unknown.
Reina Balderas controls it for North Ridgeville, and the pass is knocked on the ground. It's going to be tied up, and it's going to go back to the Shoregals. Checking in for North Ridgeville is Lauren Bohannon, number 23. (18-13). We're under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play. It's the Stewart's TV and Appliance Game of the Week here on YouTube. Glad you guys were able to tune in with us as the Shoregals have the ball and the lead. Tobin, three from the corner, in and out, no good. Milligan with the putback, battled for and loose, out of bounds, goes to North Ridgeville. I know Molly Milligan wants that one back, as that was in and out. And even the shot from Tobin looked good.
Right.
Olivia knocked down a few triples in the first game. Close one, they won 32-30 against Stowe Monroe Falls. Schroeder with a long three, nothing but net. Brooke Schroeder with 6 points on the night. It's a 2-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Palinko has it, drives baseline, finds a cutting Tobin, and great job of scoring there as Olivia did not put the ball down, kept it high above her head, and scored an easy two. Olivia has 4 points on the night. It's 20-16 now. Reina Balderas controls it, going against Tobin at the top of the key. Scott with the screen. Balderas is going to use it, drive. Floater is good. Little one-legged floater, too, there for Reina.
Fast break.
Nice block by Cece Bowman as Miller went up for the layup, and she said, not up in here. They're going to get her for the foul. I don't know if I see much of a foul there, but that's why the Zebras get paid the big bucks.
Yeah. Nah.
So Olivia Miller's going to go to the line. And the foul is going to go on Cece Bowman, her first, team's first of the quarter. Coach Amy Esser wants to talk about it. She calls a timeout because she says, I didn't see no foul there, Maria.
All ball, she said, all ball.
We talked to Coach Esser in the coach's corner early on, and just the effects of losing an all-everything player like Grace Kingery. And I said, what's your identity this year, Coach? She goes, I don't know. I'll tell you when we figure it out. Because, you know, it's early on, 2 games, but she said her girls, she didn't realize it. 4 of them scored in game 1. It was their first varsity points ever, Maria.
Wow.
So you can imagine how that feels as a player. You're in shock and awe. Like, I just scored my first 2 points. And Coach is like, get out there, get back on defense. So that's what Amy Esser's kind of going through at this moment early on in the season. It's players playing who haven't had a role in years past, and some veterans or some youngins who have to step up and now be veterans.
Yeah.
In Reina Balderas, who's only a junior, and Brooke Schroeder, who's only a sophomore.
Right.
Those are going to be the 2 that they lean on heavily all this year as Miller connects for the free throw. And the second one is no good. Rebound's going to be controlled by the Shoregals, though, and they'll save the possession. Kick out in the corner, Evelyn Ritt now finds Miller cutting. Miller to Tobin. Good ball movement, back on out to Evelyn Ritt, and she knocks down a 3-pointer. Evelyn comes in off the bench. The 5'8" junior says, let me cash in on that one. Back to a 6-point ball game, 24-18 with 3:10 to go here in the second quarter. Bohannon picked up her dribble, and now she's got to do something with it. She gives it to her teammate, number 14, as we're going to refer to her because I don't have her name. I apologize, Mom and Dad. Back to Bohannon off the left-hand side. It's no good. Controlled by Yamila Scott. She's going to save the possession. Give it back to 14 for 3. It's no good. And Izzy Palinko is going to round it up. Izzy pushing. Now gives to Miller. Cross-court pass to Tobin. They're trying to get it to Molly Milligan, who's frustrated down low. She didn't get the entry pass. They're going to find her now, Maria. Turnaround jumper. No good. Rebound controlled by Miller, and she cleans it up.
Yeah, great cleanup on her part.
26-18 now as Shoregals on a little bit of a run as they have just put up a few unanswered, 6 to be exact. And now it's a 26-18 ball game. Yamila Scott has it for the Rangers. She's going to drive, and it's stolen. That's Olivia Tobin. Out ahead, Palinko. Could have been a travel there, got lucky. Kicks it out to Tobin, working. Finds Miller. Cross court 3 is good. Cash it in. That's Miller's second three-pointer of the night.
She likes the wings. I remember that from previous years.
And she now leads all scorers with 11 points here in this second quarter of action. 29-18 is your score in favor of the Shoregals. Balderas got a 5-second call as Izzy Palinko put the clamp on her. And it took a while for Balderas to get it going. Schroeder checks back in. Thibodeau checks in. CeCe Bowman checks in for the Rangers. For the Shoregals, got Palinko, Bree Jones, Molly Milligan. Also, Alyssa Jones and Evelyn Ritt are out there as well. Those are your starting lineups as we speak with 1:20 to go here in the second quarter of action. It's been a good one. Back and forth we go. It's the Shoregals with this second punch being delivered in the second quarter. Milligan, strong, down low.
Real strong.
And
They were pulling on her jersey.
Only a sophomore, Maria.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can tell she's going to be a force to be
Oh,
reckoned
yeah.
with. The
Powerhouse.
foul's going to go on Alyssa Eland. It's her first, team second of this quarter. Milligan at the free throw line. Her first trip tonight, she converts. Rewalk Law, our free throw line sponsor all season long. Check out Chris Rewalk if you need a free consultation. Molly Milligan cashes in. And we have a turnover here in the backcourt as she stepped over the line, Alyssa Eland, as she inbounded the ball. Alyssa, a junior, one of those players Coach Esser talked about getting minutes here early on in the season. And mental mistake there by the Rangers. Milligan, shot up, no good, controlled by CeCe Bowman. Here comes the Rangers. Balderas to Schroeder. Being guarded by Evelyn Ritt. Schroeder step back, and Ritt got a piece of it. And now Molly Milligan tips it out. That's Alyssa Jones up ahead. Bree Jones to Alyssa Jones. It's no good, and here comes the Rangers with 40 seconds left. 31-18 now. CeCe Bowman has the ball baseline. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Bree Jones. Yamila Scott checks in, and Alyssa Eland's going to have a seat. Inbounder for the Rangers is Gabby Thibodeau. Brooke has the ball working against Evelyn Ritt, top of the key. Uses a screen from Bowman. Now she's shut off. Back to Bowman. And the up and under is rejected, as Molly Milligan said, not up in here.
Nope.
Shoregals could possibly have the last shot. 13 seconds left. Three-pointer in the corner. Chalk it up, Alyssa Jones. Shoregals have connected on 4 3-pointers here in this first half.
They like the outside.
Shot up, Brooke Schroeder, no good. That's how this first half is going to end. in favor of the Avon Lake Shoregals by a score of 34-18. Don't go anywhere. We'll go into our Health Markets halftime show. If you're uninsured, what are you waiting for? Right now it's open enrollment season, and Jeff Allison in Amherst can help you. You can check them out online at healthmarketsinsurance.com. We'll take a quick break. We got about 10 minutes of a halftime here. We'll go over some stats and numbers courtesy of our friend Al Januzzi CPA. It's all about the numbers. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on YouTube. Welcome back to the Health Markets halftime show presented by local insurance agent Jeff Allison in Amherst. If you're uninsured, what are you waiting for? Right now is open enrollment season. Jeff can help you. He's a local guy right here in Amherst. Check him out. You can visit him online at healthmarketsinsurance.com. Let's take a look at the numbers, as it's been a fast first half of action. It only took 45 minutes to be exact.
Very quick.
And we'll start with the traveling North Ridgeville Rangers, who come into this game 0-2. And as far as scoring goes, Brooke Schroeder has 6 points. Gabby Thibodeau has 3. Raina Balderas leads North Ridgeville with 7, and Cece Bowman has 2. So only 4 Ranger girls scoring. Maria, they got to get more girls active early on.
Definitely. I think they need to share the ball a little bit more, maybe get some more passing in there. That'll, I think, open them up to better shots, and I think they'll be able to get way more and get more girls on the board.
And North Ridgeville only going to the free throw line also one time, as Brooke Schroeder was 1 for 2 at the free throw line. They've knocked down 3 threes so far, as Brooke Schroeder has one, Gabby Thibodeau has one, and Raina Balderas has one. They've taken some good shots just early on, haven't been able to get things going early. In the first quarter, they only scored 8 points, and then in that second quarter, they were able to score 10, giving them 18 in the half. Now, on the other side, for the Shoregals, they started fast with 18 in that first quarter and then 16 in the second. So they didn't really lose much pace. Olivia Tobin has 4 points. Izzy Palinko has 3. Olivia Miller leads everybody with 11. Evelyn Ritt has 3 points. Alyssa Jones has 5. Bree Jones has 2. Molly Milligan with 6. Maria, you see a lot more names and people being involved for Avon Lake.
Yeah, I think their passing has been great. I mean, they definitely know if they're not open, someone else is, and their ball movement has been really awesome. So it just shows that everybody's getting a little bit of the love.
As far as your free throw percentage, well, Avon Lake is 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Molly Milligan perfect at 2 and 2. Olivia Miller 1 for 2, and Izzy Palinko 1 for 2 as well. The Shoregals have shot good from the outside. Olivia Miller has 2 deep balls. Evelyn Ritt has 1 off the bench, and so does Alyssa Jones. Talk about the bench coming in and scoring, especially behind the arc.
Yeah, I think that's important too. You know, it's good to have people to come off the bench, you know, and be that key player. So if we can see some more of it in the second half, I think that'd be great.
We got about 3.5 minutes before we get things going here in the second half. We remind you we're in the Health Markets halftime show, and it's all presented by Jeff Allison. If you're uninsured, enroll today with Jeff Allison in Amherst. It's open enrollment season, a lot of changes to Medicare, and he's got all the answers, guys. He's been a great partner with us here, and glad to have him along for another season of high school basketball here in Lorain County. Shoregals are out warming up. North Ridgeville has not came out yet. We'll take a quick time out, and then we'll get you ready for this third quarter tip, as it's 34-18 in favor of Avon Lake. What's going to happen in the second half? Stick around to find out. Don't go anywhere, right here on YouTube. Dave Rivera and Maria Janasco back with you live from Avon Lake High School as we get ready for the second half tip-off. We're in our Health Markets halftime show, and we're going over our stats so far in this first half. Maria has some more stats, particularly the rebounds. They're brought to you by Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Be big, get big, and they got the rebounds. So who's winning the boards tonight, Maria?
So Avon Lake as a whole, they had 7 offensive rebounds and they had 7 defensive rebounds. So real even there. And then North Ridgeville had 2 offensive rebounds and 9 defensive rebounds. And just some more astounding numbers that we were talking about were turnovers.
Yeah.
I counted 11 turnovers for North Ridgeville in comparison to Avon Lake's 1 turnover.
And that's where we talk about the experience and the unexperience of the Rangers coming into effect. And also, let's give credit to Avon Lake because they're playing some hella defense right now.
Yes.
As they've been making it difficult for North Ridgeville all night long. And we want to make sure that we give them some credit as well. So turnovers need to be cleaned up if you're a Ranger fan. Avon Lake, they're doing great. You know, they got one. Obviously, I'm going to jinx them. They're going to have a couple more here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But
as long as they keep the passing and keep sharing the love like they have been, I think they'll be pretty solid.
so right now, it's a little bit of a shocker as it's a 34-18 lead for the Shoregals. We expected a tighter game, being a conference game early on, especially. We'll see if the Rangers are able to get things going offensively.
Right. Get that groove, get that chemistry, all good things.
You hear the Avon Lake Pep Band as they're right next to us, rocking and rolling here all night long. We got a winter storm advisory in effect. I hope if you're at home watching, you're nice and warm. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to YouTube, our Lorain County Sports Network page. All season long, we got free coverage for you. That's going to be a tie-up, and ball's going to go to the Shoregals on North Ridgeville's first possession. I'm sure not what Coach Esser drew up.
No.
So here comes Avon Lake, and Izzy Palinko controls it, working against Brooke Schroeder. Rangers dropping into a 2-3 zone, Maria.
Keeping that zone work, though.
I don't know if that's going to be smart tonight. As the pass down low, Milligan misses a nice look, but Miller cleans it up, and she scoops it in for another basket. She leads everybody now with 13 points on the night. Kick out to Gabby Thibodeau in the corner, and it's short, misses everything. Here comes Tobin pushing the tempo up ahead. Molly Milligan running the floor is a big, give it back to her. Bree Jones gets it now to Izzy Palinko, to Miller, to Tobin, the extra pass, and Tobin has it knocked away by Balderas. Up ahead, Gabby Thibodeau. Back to Balderas. She's going to pull it from deep. No good. Long. Rebound controlled by Izzy Palinko. Up ahead, that's Bree Jones. Off the glass, it's good. Bree's got 4 on the night. Shoregals come in ranked fairly high in the top 25 in Northeast Ohio. They opened the season at number 10. And a lot of expectations, as Coach Paul Apple said, man, hey, I got an experienced group. A lot of them are coming back, and it's only a few pieces we have to get up to speed. Should be a fun season for Avon Lake.
Yeah, I was just going to say, those are always the most fun.
Gabby Thibodeau, deep three-pointers, no good. Rebound controlled by Cece. Bowman has her shot altered by Molly Milligan. Up ahead, Bree Jones going to dunk it. Nope. Off the glass, it's good for the layup. We got a timeout called by Coach Esser. And it's going to be 40-18 now with 5:52 to go. And I think Coach Esser just wants to stop the bleeding a little bit and get her young team composed.
Yeah, especially if, you know, the other team's getting some energy going on a run like that. You got to stop it in its tracks or it'll just keep spreading like wildfire.
That's right, as we are live at Avon Lake for a early Southwestern Conference showdown. A lot of games going on around Northeast Ohio, and I am scrolling through social media right now as we speak, trying to round up some scores for you. And unfortunately, I'm getting a buffering signal.
No.
So I don't know why, because I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, so we should be okay, but for whatever reason, Twitter is not reloading for me.
X.
A lot of big, a lot of big
Twitter.
Yeah, a lot of big matchups. Lorraine playing Warrensville Heights. Keystone was in action. Columbia was in action. A full slate of lady games today around Northeast Ohio. And we're happy to be bringing you this one.
Yes.
It's an early Southwestern Conference matchup between probably the top 2 teams in the conference. Can't forget about Midview. Leah DeFranco's been having a great season so far, as that is a tie-up. It's going to stay with the Rangers as some Shoregals check in. Excuse me, some Rangers. As Lauren Bohannon checks in, Yamila Scott checks in to go along with Gabby Thibodeau, Cece Bowman, and Brooke Schroeder for North Ridgeville. That's Bohannon with the ball on the wing. She's being guarded by Palinko. Nice turnaround jumper there from Bohannon, and it's off the mark. Here comes Izzy. pushes the ball quickly. A veteran guard gets the Shoregals in their offense quick as Tobin's three is off the mark, no good. Outlet to Scott is good off the glass. That's Yamila's first basket of the night. And that's the first basket of the second half for North Ridgeville as they end a 6-0 run there for the Shoregals to open things up. 40-20 is your score right now. Shoregals in no hurry. They're working the ball. And now Bree Jones is going to take the shot. It's left short off the backboard and controlled by the Rangers' Gabby Thibodeau. Being guarded by Bree Jones. Spin move, floater, left short. Here's Olivia Miller. Push up ahead. Tobin to the big Molly Milligan. She's fouled. She's going to go to the line for two. Brooke Schroeder's going to pick up her first foul at night. You're seeing some frustration now out of the Lady Rangers. Molly Milligan perfect early in the first half. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. And you can count that one as well, ladies and gentlemen.
She's got a good foul shot.
She has a nice shot.
Yeah.
For a girl her size.
Yeah. She's got to take more 15-footers.
She runs the floor good.
Yeah.
I know you appreciate that, Maria, especially being a young player.
For sure. Yeah, I think you don't see that a lot, especially in girls her age. So, see, I jinxed her. She missed the second one.
She left it short there, and rebound's going to be controlled by North Ridgeville. That's Brooke Schroeder, and she takes the contact and delivers. And Brooke now with 8 points on the night. Miller driving. Milligan converts. She is going to be a force here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Only a sophomore.
I love it. I love to see it.
And it's nice to have bigs and some height here in Lorraine County. A few nights ago, Marie, I don't know if you've seen, Lily Pierre for Open Door had 19 points and 19 rebounds in the win.
Wow.
They beat Clearview, but I was more impressed with the big, getting 19 boards, more than 19 points.
Double-double.
Yeah.
And both 19. I love it.
Turnover there by Gabby Thibodeau. She thought Scott was going to go one way, and Scott went the other, and the ball went out of bounds. 43-22 is your score with 3:39 to go in this third quarter of play. And it's been a fast-moving game, not a lot of fouls called, as the girls are doing a good job playing clean. And let's give some credit to the referees out there.
Yeah, keeping the ball moving.
Corner. That's Alyssa Jones. Drives, baseline. And you can do that. When you've knocked down a couple three-pointers, you're able now to dribble drive.
Baseline.
Yep. 45-22. Alyssa Jones with 7 points off of the bench now for the Shoregals. Bohannon driving baseline is shut off. Gives it up to Yamila Scott. And she converts for her second basket of this third quarter. Evelyn Ritt, skip court pass. Now they find Miller in the corner. Same
Cannot
result.
Leave her open.
It's another three. It's her third of the game.
She's going to hit it every time.
Miller, who started as a true freshman, now a junior, and you're seeing her a lot more composed and under control.
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Bohannon, shot's no good. Rebounds battled for. It's going to go off of Yamila Scott and go to the Shoregals. Checking in for Avon Lake, Rachel Basal and Mariella DeTulio. 23 and 24 in your programs. Number 1 in your roster, or in your hearts. Olivia Miller now in the corner. And Basal is going to find a cutting Alyssa Jones.
She's got a nice, quick bunny going.
And she's left-handed. I like that. And
yeah.
she's working off that left side of the court, so it's her dominant hand.
Yeah, very cool.
Bohannon now dribbling, working against Miller, and it's no good. Controlled by Rachel Basal. Ooh, Basal's going to get called for traveling. She thought about taking the shot and then passed it and took a step with it. So
too many things.
Rachel Basal is just a sophomore, getting some early action here. See if Reina Valderas is able to get things going. She's been scoreless here early on in this third quarter. Has 7 points on the night. Bohannon now with the ball, top of the key. Nice drive off the left-hand side. Used her left hand.
Done.
I like it. Lauren Bohannon picks up her first basket of the night. It's a 30-second timeout called by head coach Amy Esser. Still a 24-point advantage for the Shoregals. Looking at these numbers as here in this third quarter of play, North Ridgeville struggling to get something going as they have just 8 points in the third quarter. And Avon Lake, they have 16 in this third quarter of play alone. So they've come out after the halftime break, and they really haven't missed a beat, Maria.
Right. Like we keep saying, they got a good chemistry going. You know, they're able to connect with a lot of shots. They're very, very patient on offense.
Evelyn Ritt controls the ball. Now Miller has it top of the key to Alyssa Jones. And now to Mariella DeTulio, who takes the three-pointer. In and out, no good. Looked good. DeTulio, only a junior. We have a jump ball. Possession will stay here with the Shoregals. Gabby Thibodeau checking in. She's a senior for the Lady Rangers. CeCe Bowman for North Ridgeville gets the steal on the inbounds pass. Here comes Valderas pushing the tempo. Thought she had numbers, steps back, three, in and out, no good. Controlled by DeTulio. Nice look down low. Miller, reverse layup is good. You know, Maria, we're going to have to pick a Hoop Tech player of the game. And we have a early candidate here.
Yes, we do. She's great at finishing. I mean, underneath, as well as being a good shooter.
Shout out to my man Dan McNamara at Hoop Tech in North Ridgeville, a proud sponsor of Lorain County Hoops. Not only do you get a shirt that says you're the player of the game, you also get a free month membership to Hoop Tech if you win the award. So I want to give a huge shout out to him this year. That's a $160 value, folks, that my man Dan McNamara is handing out to all these student athletes to continue to grow their game here on the hardwood. Yamila Scott takes the ball and drives baseline. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line for two. Foul's going to go on Alyssa Jones. It's her first. It's the team's first here of this third quarter. Scott's first one is good. Both teams only going to the line one time in this third quarter. I don't know if that's on purpose or, like we said, just both teams playing pretty clean. She knocks them both down, and that's how this third quarter will end in favor of Avon Lake, 54-28. We have the final 8 minutes of play here. Don't go anywhere. I hope you're enjoying this Lorain County Sports Network Game of the Week. It's brought to you by Stewart's TV and Appliance. Shop smart, shop local. Shop Stewart's TV and Appliance in Elyria. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hope you're ready for this final 8 minutes of play here from Avon Lake High School. Dave Rivera, Maria Janasco, happy to be with you as we bring you a new season of Lorain County Hoops here on YouTube. For all the girl games, we'll have Maria Janasco with us, whether it's on radio or on video. When the boys are in action, I'll have my partner Max Drummond with me. So I hope to get familiar with us all season long. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to our Lorain County Sports Network page on YouTube. It's completely free. Rangers going to start this fourth quarter with the ball, trying to cut into this deficit. They scored 10 points in the third quarter, but the Shoregals put up 20. That's going to be hard to come back from when you're getting doubled up and scoring. Shot there from North Ridgeville is no good. Shoregals come back with it. Molly Milligan, who's been another force inside all night long. She's got 11 points now. 56-28. Palinko almost had a steal there. Bohannon has the ball and passed it too hard to Brooke Schroeder, who was a little close to her. Here comes Bree Jones. Down low to Milligan. Outside now, Tobin has it. Driving scoop. And it's off the mark, no good. Olivia's got to use that left hand, and she knows that too. She used that right hand, and it didn't go down for her. Yamila Scott has it. Now Lauren Bohannon for three. No good. Controlled and battled by Molly Milligan. Another rebound for her. Palinko has it. Gives it to Tobin. Back to Palinko. Izzy drives and kicks to Molly Milligan. She's got some range, Maria.
She does. She's got a nice shot.
Little baseline jumper there for Molly Milligan.
Yup.
And now it's a 30-point deficit here. Brooke Schroeder has the ball for the Rangers. Glad to see her back in action this year after suffering a torn ACL last year. Brooke has battled back and been able to start this season healthy and ready to go. Alyssa Elin checks in. Cece Bowman's going to have a seat for the Rangers. Got 6 minutes to go here, folks. Rebound after the Thibodeau miss is controlled by Scott, and she's going to go to the line for two. They're going to give the foul to Bree Jones. It's Bree's first of the night. It's the first of the quarter for the Shoregals. So they're going to say it was on the floor and not an act of shooting, so Rangers keep it here baseline. Brooke Schroeder controls it. Tobin guarding her. Got to do something with it. Dribbles, gives it to Gabby Thibodeau, takes it to the lane and off the glass.
Bank is open.
That's right. Gabby's got 5 points now on the night. Pass up ahead to Milligan is knocked away by the Rangers, and it's going to stay here with Avon Lake. So I would assume your starters are done here for the night for Avon Lake as Rachel Basal checks in, Mariella DeTulio checks in, as well as Bree Droke, who's a 5'4" sophomore guard. Checking in for the Lady Rangers is going to be Marissa Slack, as Yamila Scott's going to have a seat. Avon Lake has the ball. DeTulio driving around the end, and it's in and out, no good. DeTulio's shot is off the mark and knocked out of bounds. It's going to go to the Rangers. Number 14 checking in for North Ridgeville. I apologize, I don't have her name on the roster. No number 14 on here.
She must have switched jerseys then.
Yeah,
if,
she
like,
had to have
got something on her jersey or something.
I'm sitting here with the roster, folks. I apologize from North Ridgeville. There is not a number 14 listed on JV or varsity. 58-30 is your score. And shot in and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Avon Lake, but it's thrown away. It's going to go back to the Rangers. Maria, who got that last basket?
Ooh.
For North Ridgeville?
for Ridgeville.
Did Scott make the both free throws? No, she didn't go to the line.
No, she didn't go to the line. It was. Oh, Gabby Thibodeau.
Okay, so I did.
Off the bank.
Okay, so I did have that. Wanted to make sure I had it. Here comes number 14, and the drive is no good, and rebound is battled for underneath as Alyssa Eland is going to go to the line and shoot 2. She is fouled by Bree Droke, who picks up her first foul of the night. And the first free throw attempt is no good for Alyssa Eland. So we have a Ranger checking in, but she looks to be for the shooter. Second one, no good. Rebound controlled by Mariella DiTullio. She's going to control the ball as well for the Shoregals. Kicks in the corner for 3 was Frankie Persia, and it's no good. Number 14 with the alley-oop. And off the glass was Marissa Slack, no good. 4:20 to go here, folks, in the fourth quarter. DiTullio, no good. Droke gives it to Milligan, who misses it. Not something you see Milligan miss down low very often. Slack is fouled. DiTullio picks up the foul. It's going to be her second of the night. It's going to be the 3rd team foul for the Shoregals here in this quarter. First one is off the front iron, no good. So Alyssa Jones checks in for Avon Lake. 4 minutes to go. Marissa Slack converts on the free throw. That's her first basket of the game. She's got 1 point. Bree Droke has it down low, kicks it out now. DiTullio, nice little Euro step, and it's no good. Alyssa Jones keeps it alive. Let's see who's it off of. It's going to be off of Avon Lake. It'll go to the Rangers. Maddie Kuhn into the ball game for the Rangers. She's going to be handling the ball. She's a junior point guard. Running the offense here for Coach Amy Esser. Rangers have the ball at the top of the key. Number 14 drives and nice shot, but she's fouled. It doesn't drop. Bree Droke's going to pick up the foul. It's the 4th team foul for Avon Lake here in this quarter. So it'll be Ranger ball underneath. They get it to Slack at the elbow, and now she gives it back to 14 at the top of the key. Maddie Kuhn has it now. Passed over to Paige Piccolomini. Ball's going to be out of bounds. It'll stay with North Ridgeville. And Jones is going to steal the ball for Avon Lake. And the Shoregals have it with 3 minutes to go. That was Frankie Persia finding the Shoregals down low. And the shot is no good, controlled by North Ridgeville. 3 from the corner, missed, controlled by North Ridgeville. And back to number 14, floater, no good. And that is Alyssa Jones with the ball, leading the fast break. Down low to Rachel Basal, and it's going to be battled for and tied up. It'll stay here with Avon Lake. Savannah Krylik comes in for North Ridgeville, and Bella Kasarik is going to take a seat. Here goes Alyssa Jones, kick out. 3-point ball was attempted by Frankie Persia. It's no good, but she saves it with a nice hustle effort.
Save.
And the Shoregals will keep the ball. Here we go. DeTulio took a step too early and going to be called for a travel.
She did a little hop.
A little hop, skip, and a jump there. Kuhn is your point guard with the ball for North Ridgeville. Pass is going to be stolen by DeTulio. Up ahead to Alyssa Jones. Good ball movement back to DeTulio for three. It's no good. And there's Alyssa Jones again. It's going to get called for a travel. Maddie Kuhn has the ball now for North Ridgeville.
A little 15-footer from her.
So she gets into the scoring column with her first points. Taking a look ahead at the next game for these two teams, as North Ridgeville is going to be taking on Shaker Heights on Friday, December 6th. And the next game for Avon Lake will be Monday, December 9th versus Glen Oak. So Avon Lake going to have a little bit of a break after this. North Ridgeville right back in action. So Alyssa Jones knocks down the free throw. She's been very good today and gets the second one as well. She has got 11 points so far off of the bench for the Shoregals. It's 60-33, pushes this lead out with just 1:25 to go. Marissa Slack is going to get called for a foul. It's a charging call as she lowered the shoulder, and I don't know if it was a flop or if she really did.
I think she lowered. She did a little.
There you go.
I was guilty of it. I know what it looks like.
So 60-33 with a minute 15 to go. We will grab our Hoop Tech player of the game, which is going to be Olivia Miller, and then we'll grab Coach Paul Apple as well. We'll talk to both of them real quick before we get you guys ready for our next game, which is going to be the boys next Tuesday night, as we're going to be at Elyria Catholic. It's going to be the North Ridgeville boys at Elyria Catholic, to be exact. And we'll get coverage for you next Tuesday night right back here on YouTube, as that one is going to be a turnover for North Ridgeville. We're under a minute to go here. DeTulio works baseline, off the glass, shot's no good. Slack had the rebound, but it's going to be corralled by Paige Piccolomini. And Piccolomini is going to pass it to Kuhn. Ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll go to the Shoregals with just 34 seconds left. Coach Paul Apple is signaling no shot, ladies. Let's just work the ball with 26 seconds left and
Get some movement
a 27-point lead. I think we've had enough for tonight. So Avon Lake's going to improve to 2-0. North Ridgeville is going to drop to 0-3. We told you that both of these teams will be in action on Friday, December 6th. North Ridgeville is going to be taking on Shaker Heights at home. And then Avon Lake doesn't play again till the Monday, December 9th, as they'll be hosting Glen Oak. That's going to do it for us here. It's 60-33 in favor of Avon Lake. Don't go anywhere, because our post-game show's coming up, of course. It's the Peace, Love, and Little Donuts post-game show. Feed your inner hippie with delicious donuts in Avon. Shout out to my man, Don Collier. We're going to grab Coach Paul Apple, as well as our Hoop Tech player of the game, Olivia Miller. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back into the Peace, Love, and Little Donuts post-game show. Want to remind you to feed your inner hippie with some delicious donuts in Avon if you're hungry. He's got some pretty good ones. Let's go over some stats and numbers courtesy of our friend Al Januzzi, CPA. It's all about the numbers. Let's start with North Ridgeville. For the scoring, Brooke Schroeder with 8 points, Yamila Scott with 6, Gabby Thibodeau with 5, Maddie Kuhn with 2, Raina Balderas with 7, Lauren Bohannon with 2, Cece Bowman with 2, and Marissa Slack with 1 point on the night. North Ridgeville had quarters of 8 in the first, 10 in the second, 10 in the third, and only 5 in the fourth to give them 33 points on the night. As far as your free throws go for the Lady Rangers here in this second half, well, they were 3 for 6, and they did not hit a three-pointer at all in this second half of play. Avon Lake on the other side, they had a lot of big scoring from 2 girls. Let's start with Maria DeTulio with 2 points. Alyssa Jones had 11. Bree Jones had 6. Molly Milligan had 13. And our Hoop Tech player of the game was Olivia Miller with a game-high 18 points, as she was just brilliant tonight, Maria. And she had 7 points in the second half and 11 in the first half, really set the tone early on.
Yeah, she definitely did.
So she's going to be our Hoop Tech player of the game. As far as our rebounds go, Maria, those are brought to you by Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Lorain County. Be big, get big. Who was big tonight?
Alrighty, for Avon Lake, we had 13 offensive rebounds and 21 defensive rebounds. And then for North Ridgeville, we had 6 offensive rebounds and 18 defensive rebounds.
And as far as the turnovers for the second half, was North Ridgeville able to clean it up a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. They had 11 in the first half, and they had 5 in the second half. So definitely saw a switch in the second half, but, got to get those numbers way down.
Avon Lake went 3 for 4 from the free throw line in the second half. On the night, they were 7 for 11. On the other side, for North Ridgeville, they were 4 for 8 from the free throw line. Our free throw line is brought to you by Rewalk Law. Give Chris Rewalk, attorney at law, a call if you need a free consultation. Get it? No slam dunks tonight as the girls were playing. We want to give a shout out to Steve Lawson of Russell Real Estate Services. If you're buying or selling, make sure you visit superstevesells.com. Our Hustle Award of the night is brought to you by Elevation Training Center. Maria, is there anybody that you thought that I have somebody in mind? Who do you think was the Hustle Award player of the night?
Yeah, I think we definitely got to give it to our girl, Molly Milligan.
Yeah, a sophomore, 5'11" from Avon
I still
Lake.
Can't believe it.
She went out there and she put in work.
She
That's
did.
Elevation Training Center's motto is, it's just work, and that's what Molly Milligan went ahead and did. Right now, head coach of the Avon Lake Shoregals is going to be joining us. Paul Apple giving us some time after that huge conference victory today. Coach, everything kind of went your way today. You guys got started fast on offense, and it continued throughout the game.
Yeah, I thought that was a big thing. We wanted to start fast. It was very important for us to get out in transition and look to score early and often. I thought we had a really strong start. Had a little hiccup there in the middle, but other than that, we really played pretty strong up and down the court, defended pretty well. We were able to use our athleticism to get out and run.
Talk about the people coming in off the bench, because Alyssa Jones really stood out, had 11 points off of the bench for you. She was all over the place with energy and hustle.
Yes, yeah, Alyssa's a talented shooter, but she's a bigger guard, so she can do a lot, getting to the rim, does a good job running in transition, is physical defensively. She's just very versatile. She goes either way well. So her and Evelyn were a big spark off the bench.
It was our first time, Coach, seeing Molly Milligan, and she was impressive. As a young player, only a sophomore, she looked like she was older than her years out there.
Yeah, she did an awesome job. as far as running in transition, she might be our most important person because the way she runs so hard in transition, she's a really good finisher. She missed a couple she probably wished she had back, but finished some really tough ones and is consistent from the line too. So
I kept screaming, "Give her the ball,
Right.
feed her," because she was starting the fast breaks and she was running.
She really
And you
runs
got to
hard.
reward the
the
big.
bigs,
Yeah,
for
you got
running. My question for you is just on offense, like what is kind of your biggest takeaway that,
Yeah, I mean, I knew they were going to play a lot of different defenses, and it was less about what defense they were in, and it was about us being confident. Like I don't care if they're in zone man. If you can beat your girl.
Right.
Make the right decision with help. And I thought we got stationary in that moment where we weren't great, but other than that, like we were playing fast and we are just getting shots all over the place.
pursuing the ball.
Talk about your defense, Coach, because in 2 of the quarters you gave up single digits.
Yeah.
In the first and in the fourth.
Yeah.
You really put the clamp on them. That's
Right.
been a staple for you guys.
Yeah, we always focus on defense, and honestly, like they got a little more than we felt like they should, but they also, Raina's a really good shooter. She did a great job hitting some tough shots, hard to contain, and they got a number of shooters, so it's tough. But I thought we were really good in our helpers. Like we did a good job being there, being available for help, and then one of our big keys was cleaning up the offensive glass, and I don't know that they got many second chance buckets.
You guys shot well from behind the arc, knocking down 5 3-pointers today. Olivia Miller, she had 3 of them, Coach. Talk about her. She's our Hoop Tech player of the game. She led everybody with 18.
Yeah, so Olivia, I had a conversation about 3 weeks ago, and I said, like, you're shooting it really well. You got to shoot 5 threes in every game. You can ask her how many she shot in game 1. I think it was 2 or 3, and she didn't make any of them. But she's a really good shooter, and we want her to shoot it with confidence, and that was the best part, because 3 for 5 or whatever she was tonight, she shot it with confidence and knocked it down. So really excited for her development, and yeah, she had 18 points, but she was all over the place, glass defensively, got her hands on the ball with steals, and really let our break in a lot of ways with outlet passes.
You got a little bit of a layoff now as you don't get back into action until Monday, December 9th. What's the game plan for Glen Oak moving forward?
Yeah, so Glen Oak is a good program. We're playing them down at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, so we're excited for that event, to be down there and playing them. And we got a busy week next week. We play Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we'll take a little breather right now, but we'll be ready to go next week.
Coach, congratulations. Thanks for giving us some time, and we'll talk to our Hoop Tech player of the game now.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Head coach Paul Apple of the Avon Lake Shoregals, and now it's time to talk to our Hoop Tech player of the game, Olivia Miller, with a game high 18 points. How's it feel, Olivia? You came out today, and we noticed early on you looked a lot more comfortable as a junior. You started as a freshman, but now we see the confidence out there. The game's slowing down for you a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell us about how you worked to get this game high 18 points tonight.
I just worked really hard, and I did some training over the summer and shoot a lot more to be a better shooter, because I know I'm a good shooter. I just wanted to be more comfortable.
Yeah.
So if I shoot the ball, I know it'll go in.
And defensively, man, you guys are everywhere. You're a part of that as well. What's the identity defensively? What's Coach Paul Apple telling you guys on the defensive end?
We know they're really good players. We go red on, which is denial, where it's really hard for them to get the ball. And then some players we go yellow, where they can catch it, but not well. And then green players are they can catch it, but don't let them shoot it. So we just work on that a lot in practice. And we've been just doing really well with that.
Keep it simple with a color coordinated.
I'm all for that.
What
That's
do you
my
got?
biggest
What
thing.
do you got for Olivia?
My question for you is just, what are you most excited for this year?
I'm really excited for it all. I really want to go far with them, because I know we can, and I have confidence in us, and I really want to try to go far with
That's
them.
what we were saying at the beginning. This is your guys' year, if any, so we're excited to watch it play out.
You hit 2 3-pointers early in the game to get yourself kind of going. Did you feel like you were getting into a rhythm offensively?
Yes, I did.
And it really showed, because you were everywhere, inside, outside. Then you were also finding teammates that were open. We thought the world of Molly Milligan. Just a sophomore, Olivia. Talk about her. She stepped up big tonight, too.
Yeah, she's one of our posts, and she did very good today, and I'm also very proud of her. But Apple works very hard on her in practice on the inside to go up strong, and we've just been working hard on her, and she's going to have a good year, too.
What's one thing that you want to improve tonight? Maybe not you personally, but as a team, what was something that you said, man, we got to clean that up? Anything?
Making layups.
Okay.
We missed a lot of layups. So we can definitely make layups.
Awesome. Congratulations. You're our
Yeah.
Hoop Tech player of the game. I got a shirt for you. Also, Dan is giving you a free month membership. I know you already have one, but so you can work that out with him sometime. but he's including that with the shirt for you guys all this year. So we want to say
Yeah.
congratulations. We'll get a picture of you, and then we'll see you again later on in the season.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Olivia
Appreciate
Miller,
it.
our Hoop Tech player of the game, as she's kind enough to give us some time here in our post game. We want to tell you that next week on Tuesday, we're going to be at the Coliseum at Elyria Catholic. It's boys action, North Ridgeville versus EC. Make sure you tune in. 7 o'clock tip-off. We'll get pregame started right around 6:45, depending on how that JV game goes. Maria, thanks for joining me on this first broadcast of the season. I look forward because we got some more girls games to cover.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Absolutely. So thank you for tuning in to Lorain County Sports Network Game of the Week. It's brought to you by Stewart's TV and Appliance. Shop smart, shop local, shop Stewart's TV and Appliance in Elyria. Dave Rivera, Maria Janasco, my man Chopper on the camera. We got Eddie Cool on the production. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.